All right, hi. So this is my final project for this class, about halfway done. Um, I did this in Procreate, which is a drawing app. This is on my iPad Pro with Apple Pencil. It's my personal favorite, like drawing software to use. Even out of like Photoshop and stuff like that. I just like it's really, I don't know, it has a lot of fun features that are helpful, and it's kind of easy to use, I think. I mean, in comparison to Photoshop, it's really kind of confusing, you know? So this kind of just like simplifies all of it into like, if you can see in the top right corner, like a paintbrush tool. They have all different kinds of paintbrushes, like inking, sketching, paint, like custom paintbrushes, spray paints, like tons of different things in here that you can use. It's basically the Photoshop paintbrush tool on steroids is how I think of it. And then up here is the eraser tool. You can also pick like how it'll erase if you like want to erase something, but with like a pencil tip. It'll do that for you, which is really nice. They also have layers, as you can see right here. So this drawing is a character, or the main character from one of my favorite shows here. Um, Basically, I start out every single drawing I do, so I'll get through this in a second. But here is kind of what I did in the first place. I used that picture right there. You see that I mirrored it into the other side. And what I did is I kind of sketched it out as like a head shape, and then where the eyes and the eyebrows, nose, and mouth would fit. And then what I like to do is kind of make, like, as you can see, let me see if I can bring up a little cursor kind of for you guys here. One second. Okay, so what I would do is I made kind of like a outline. It's not gonna draw. One second. All right, like a little outline, as you can see right here, of like what shape I want the hair to be, and then where like her hair would part, and then the little kind of like how it'll come off the middle part, if that makes sense. So that's what I do usually when I start out drawings like these. And then what I did is, using that picture here, I traced over it with a pencil that I really like. So if I erase the starting outlines here, you can see I used, what brush was it? Let me see really quick. I used the shale brush right here, which is my favorite personally. Um, as you can see right here, I can draw a little bit. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that. There we go. So you can draw, I like how it looks, and when you draw colors underneath it, they blend really well underneath it, which I think is cool. But, so what I do, so I traced that out here, and then I made, as you can see, the hair kind of fit inside that shape. Let me just outline. It's like I made the hair fit inside that little bubble, as you can see. I added texture, obviously, and like little parts where it's split apart from the rest of the hair. But yeah, so then the next step is to color. So what I like to do is I have this layer stacked on top. I have this one stacked on top of the color one, as you can see here. It works just like Photoshop layers. It's the same kind of basic ideas, where ones that are on top, you'll see over ones that are underneath them. So as you can see here, once you fill in the color, it looks really nice. But what I do is I use a different brush here. Let me get that up really quick here. Where is it? Studio Pen. This is one I really like. I just think it's really easy to color with. It has like nice textures on the side. And the nice thing about using a Apple Pencil is that it's pressure sensitive. So I want like a thin line, I can just like not press too hard, and then I can go like thick, thin, thick. You know, if I press harder on the screen with it. So that's what I really like about this. But what I do is I basically, I'll show you guys here, take away the lines. It looks really bad, but I color like where, like the eyebrows here, you can see I colored inside those lines that I drew. So that's color without color, you know. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do when drawing faces. Then I added shading to this. I believe that's in a different layer though. I might have deleted that on accident actually. But the background here is just a color gradient a little bit that I did with like one of the paintbrushes. You can see it doesn't look like this when you save it or print it out. Like, see the little like lines there. I don't know if you can see those, but it doesn't look like that when you print it. But yeah, so this is what I have currently. I'm thinking of making a GIF out of this. So next week or throughout the next week, I'm gonna do a different like portrait of her and have him switch back and forth. So we'll see if that works out. But yeah, that's Procreate.